Okay. Given all of that, let's find some control that we can have on our sacred space here, of your mat or wherever you are. Letting all of the distractions and all the stuff that we've just been talking about to fray and slip away. And we'll start with that bit of mindful movement of actively contracting and drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and then letting them go back and down. And always doing whatever feels best for you in this moment. We can have a conscious awareness of practicing our hymns of this week, our non-violence. So inward non-violence and outward non-violence. If you'd like a few more, you're welcome to continue. If you're ready to settle in, just let those shoulders drop away from the ears to rise from the shoulders. Eyes can be open or closed in a steady gaze. Wait, open in a steady gaze or closed, your choice. Whatever helps you to tune in and tune out. So you ground into the surface below you, noticing what's connecting you to the earth. On your seat, on your feet. We can rise up from our seat as though each part of your spine was just getting a little bit more space between the necks, the top of the head rising, the chin resting in. Beginning to tune in to our other senses, noticing the sounds of the room. Sound of your breath. Sensation of the air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils. Can you feel it floating to the back of your throat, something you maybe not always pick up on? And the sensation as it's exiting your nostrils. Doing a breath practice of a 4 count in. So breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. A pause. And then breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And return to the breath in. 4 counts in, pause. 4 counts out, pause. 3 cycles. Whenever you might return to your next exhale, just letting go of the practice. Notice how you feel just in those few breaths. All right. Let's bring the palms together or in your lap, however you like them. So set your intention for the day. I know it's well into the morning, but let's find something to hang on to today. How are you going to show up towards yourself, towards those around you, or to the planet? Let's meet in the middle. If they're not already, palms together. You're going to spread those fingers wide. Thumbs are going to come towards your chest. Elbows out. And just feel how that pressure pushing the palms together almost lifts your spine a little bit taller. All right, we're going to reach towards the sky. A little bit of pressure. Keep it going. And when you're ready to part the ways, we'll come out to Cactus Arms. 2 more on your own. I'll pause here in Cactus, head up the opposite direction. You know this move. Palms together, right down your center, exhale. 2 more. Meet in the center for a little bit of pressure, elbows out again. Last breath here. Okay, clasp the hands. We'll start that figure 8 or infinity sign. Warming up the wrists, the shoulders. We'll come to pause in the center and then head the other direction. All right, let's take the palms and flip them out. You're gonna round the shoulders, maybe allow the head to drop. When you're ready to inhale, we'll reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, re-flip to round the shoulders. And then hands to belly, inhale. Good. 2 more. So we flip to round. Inhale to rise. Flip to round. Inhale to draw in. Last one. Try to be less verbal here. Hands to belly, we'll finish there. All right. Let's warm up the wrists a little bit and the arms a little bit before we head to the side. So we're gonna bring the arms out, kind of Frankenstein monster arms. On the maybe inhale, your palms up, and on the exhale, palms down. You decide where the height of your arms is gonna be. It does not have to be parallel to the floor. Last one, and then give it a little shake out. And then we're gonna move it out to the sides, so same thing, out to the sides. Maybe an inhale to push the palms away, and an exhale, palms down. Two more. All right, and then we can shake it out. All right, let's take the right hand down by your right side. Drop that shoulder out of the ear, and you're gonna start to sweep this left arm up and over. And then turning the gaze down towards the floor if that's okay for your neck. A little pressure down through the right hand to give my left sit bone some more grounding. In breath, we're gonna reach. Out breath, push the air away from you. Take that left hand to the outside of the left thigh, and then the right hand to the outside of the right hip. We're into a right twist rotation. And this rotation comes more from the upper body, the chest opening, shoulders drawing back and down. We're going to breathe into those left side gills. When you're ready, we'll meet back in the center. Head off to the other side, so left hand down. Drop that shoulder away from the ear so you can reach the right arm up and over. And then perhaps take the gaze down towards the left. One more breath. Sending the right sit bone down. Exhale, push the floor away. Send that right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left hand to the outside of the left hip into that rotation. Space from the collarbones out, spacious. Breathe into your right side gills this time. When you're ready, we'll be back in the center. Any little adjustments. I think we did neck motion, so let's add just a few of those in. We'll start here in the center. That's your inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna drop an ear off to the shoulder. Inhale back up. Don't go too far. Exhale off the other direction. One more to each. center. Exhale, you're going to gaze down towards your right hip. Inhale, meet back in the center. Exhale to your left hip. Inhale, meet back in the center. One more to each. We're back in the center. Let's kick it off of this roost and come into quadruped. You don't want to put weight on your hands. You can go onto your back. Or if you don't want to go down to the floor and you're not on the floor, you can do this at a tabletop. Okay. You there? Almost. Right. If you are there, and when you get there, maybe open up the knees a bit wide. And now let's do barrel rolls this morning. I feel like I need a little bit more open motion. So sliding to one side, hanging the top of the barrel, the side of the barrel, and the bottom of the barrel. And just breathing, matching your motion. If this doesn't feel good, you can certainly do cats and cows. Next time we reach the top of the barrel, pausing, and then head the other direction. If you want to need a little last adjustments there, you're welcome to come back to center. Plant those hands. Spread the fingers wide. You're going to push the floor away from you and take that right leg up into a donkey kick. So knees flexed, foot flexed, and we're going to pump it. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to hold it there on that last one up. Draw the belly skin in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to shake that leg out. Shake, shake, shake it all the way out until you plant it right back behind. And fall right back into that calf stretch. Push the floor away from you. Back of the neck is long. All right, we'll bring it back to center. If those wrists need a little break, give them a little break. And we'll head to the other side. When you're ready, plant the hands. We'll lift that left leg up into that donkey kick. We got our 5 pulses there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On that last one, we're going to hold it. Draw your belly skin inward and breathe. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it all the way out and set it right back into that half plank where you're stretching right back into that calf. Push the floor away from you. Back of the neck is long. Last breath. Come on back to center. Open up the knees wide. Take child, puppy dog, or kneeling, whatever is most restful. I invite you to breathe into those backside ribs like you've got gills. Exhale, maybe mouth open. All right, I feel like I could stay there like the entire time, but let's get moving a little bit more. Let's come into tall kneeling if you're not there already, or if you're in standing, you're going to do this at a tabletop. I had a hair thing. I don't. Here we go. Let's reach to the sky. So kind of a kneeling Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, find the ground, hands right under shoulders. Inhale into cow pose. Tuck those toes, exhale back, downward facing dog. Our mini moon salutation there. You can walk your dog or wag your tail. It doesn't have to be your perfect dog. And we're practicing practicing. Your ahems are non-violence today, so if coming out of this before I say is the option, please do. Last breath in and out here. And lower all the way down. We're going to slowly come back up. So please take that slow. Take the hands back behind, clasp them, and open up the shoulders. Just enough here. All right, release. We're going to go through that again, just a different version once we get to down dog. Rising up, in breath. Out breath, meet the ground. Inhale to cow pose. Tuck those toes, exhale, rise up, downward dog. I invite you to lift up onto the toes, send your heels up high with your hips. And see if you can keep that hip lifted position as you start to draw the heels back to the ground. I've got my knees a little bit more bent here just because my calves are tight this morning. You can do the same. And maybe push into your left hand, left foot. So we're going to go side to side, and your right hand, right foot. So it becomes a tail wag. Back to center. Then go ahead and lower the knees down. Slowly rise up into kneeling with the hands back behind, clasping one breath. All right. Great. Last version. So if you're standing, you're just doing this to a tabletop or the chair. Okay. Here we go. Rise up. In breath. Out breath. Find the surface that you're planting your hands on. Cow pose. Inhale. Tuck those toes. Find your way downward dog. All right. If you're able to, kind of coming to a plank position. So we're going to do those plank to down dog shifts. If you're in standing and using a chair, this might work better on the bed of the chair or the table. Come to a little plank and then back up. Keep going if you're on the floor version. I'm just going to show, if I was using a table, I would come forward on the table and then I would shift back into down dog. I know this is not a table, believe me. All right, maybe one or two more shifts if you're still going. Last one, we find ourselves in down dog for a breath. Resting down those knees. This time, take a child's puppy dog or kneeling, whatever might feel most restful. And if you're in standing, you can sit down in a chair and do something similar. All right, slowly bring ourselves back up and move off of our knees and hand joints and come into standing. Grab your straps if you've got them. You know where we're going. Three-way strap stretch. Feet out a little wide, knees are soft. Rising up, maybe going back behind. Not there this week either. Spine stays relatively straight, so nothing thrusting forward. Last one. All right. Come back to the very top. You're holding on to that stick. In breath, out breath off to one side. In breath, out breath to the opposite. One more to each. Back at the top and release. Set the strap down for the moment. Let's take a block if you have it. If you don't, you can use a pillow. Pillows work really well. Just something that you can squeeze onto. So I can very much hold the pillow there, just like a block. Okay. The feet are going to come down just where they land, not trying to be exactly hip width apart. Ask you to pick up your toes and spread them wide until the pinky lands, and then drag the other toes to the center. Great. I'm going to drop down into chair, so sitting back. Palms maybe up if that feels okay. Push the palms down, exhale to rise. We're going to squeeze the block. Inhale, we're going to drop back down, palms lift up. Exhale, we push it back. 3 more. Version. This is the last one. We're going to hold it here. And try to draw your shoulder blades back. So even though your arms are going forward, you're going to pull back to some invisible wall behind you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rise up. Do a little shake out. Relax your thighs for a moment. Another version here. Yes. Thinking of doing a little twist, but we'll make it a little twist, really. So we're going to come back down, palms are lifting. Take your left hand to the back sacrum. Take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. And rather than really twisting from the low back, you're going to open up the left shoulder towards the left. Still squeezing the block or your pillow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, palms reaching. Exhale to rise up. I know if I'm feeling it, someone else is too. I'm just going to turn for visuals, but you don't have to turn. Here we go again, other side. So drop back, arms reaching. Take your right hand back to your back sacrum, left hand to the outside of the left thigh, and then you're going to draw your right shoulder back. Keep squeezing the block. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to center. In breath, out breath. All right. Oh. I have a bruise from that, squeezing so hard. Go ahead and take the block or pillow out and then give it a little shake off. All right, let's take it to the back of your mat. I'm just going to go to the back of my mat this way. And spread out the toes of your left foot. Maybe hands to hips. We'll toe plant or lift the right foot. Steady breath there. See if you can stack from heel to hips to head so that your back's not leaning back too much, north forward. 1 breath here. And step forward, 1 or 2 steps to get you to your desired length. Let's walk the front knee out just a wee bit this morning. But your hip, knee, and ankle are still going to track over each other when we bend in. We're going to rise up, in breath. And out breath right down the center, so palms together. Lift it up, in breath. Out breath, palms to the center. 3 more. Last one, we're going to hold it here. Soften the arms a bit, add your mudra of choice. The index finger to thumb or middle finger to thumb. And the index finger to thumb is that third eye mudra, the mudra of wisdom. Last breath here. Let's reach to the sky. Keep that front knee bent. Bring the arms down to parallel. Reaching through those fingers. And then straighten the front leg, take the arms back behind you, clasping. Inhale, open up the shoulders. Bend in, we're gonna hinge at the hips. You're gonna take it forward, forward, forward. Nice long line of your back. And then if you wanna bring those arms away from the body or it's available, you're welcome to try it or just keep them connected to you. This is a very active, humble warrior. Feel it in that front leg, and if it feels like too much, just come out of the dive a little. One more breath. I know we're feeling it. Bring the arms closer to your backside. Exhale, push that front foot to rise up. Release the arms, and we're going to step back onto that left foot. So toe planting or lifting the right. And stacking from heel to hip to head. When you're ready, reground. Shake off. You can do little adjustments. Meet me in mountain for one breath to reset. All right, got that other side to go. So let's spread the toes of the right. Get your points of contact. Big toe, pinky, heel. Toe plant or lift the left. And stack from heel to hip to head. Relax your shoulders. One more breath. All right, we're going to step that left leg forward when you're ready. And then walk the left foot just a little bit out, closer to the edge of your left side. All right, here we go. Bending in, rising up. In breath, palms together. Up breath. Right down your center. 4 more. Last one, we're going to hold it up there. Soften the arms a bit, add your mudra of choice. And of course, just reaching through the fingers is its own mudra. Pressing through the toes of the back foot. One more breath. We're going to reach to the sky, keep the front knee bent. Start to straighten out those arms parallel to the floor, reaching through those fingers. Straighten the front leg, begin to bring those hands back behind you. Change the clasp of your hands one finger over. It'll feel a little awkward. Open up the shoulders, bend into the front knee, and start to hinge from the hips, so that nice long line from your back heel. Okay. And then if you'd like to bring the arms up away from the body, you may, don't have to. And you're not just lifting the arms while the shoulders go forward, because that could be uncomfortable. You have to draw those shoulder blades together. How can you practice non-violence to your body right now? What could you ease up? One more breath. I know, we're feeling it. Bring the arms closer if they're not already, and then exhale, press to that front foot. Maybe hands to hips. We're going to step back to that right leg. And either toe plant or lift the left. That steady breath, steady gaze. One more in and out. All right, we're back to ground. Make any little adjustments. Meet me in mountain pose. One breath. All right. Shake it off a bit. I'm going to add at least a balance pose in here. What shall it be? Let's go for tree pose. So you can have your back to a wall, or you can be near some surface to hold on to if you'd like. I'll just show that version if I had a wall behind me or my bookshelf. Let's go. I'm going to have you pick whatever leg you feel is your less strong leg to stand on first. Spread those toes. Toe plant or lift the right. hands to the front hip bones, so those little bony prominences that you can feel. You're going to start to roll the right knee out, and when you feel like the hip bones want to turn with you to the right, that's your stop point. Sorry, this is if you have your left leg down. So when you start to feel your body rotating, that's when you want to stop the motion. And then if you feel comfortable sliding that foot up the calf, you may plant it there. And if you feel comfortable coming into seat pod, press those palms together, elbows out, much like we did in the very beginning. What does that do for your pose? And we're gonna come where we lift the arms just to about head level, and then we bring the arms back down to chest level. Just a little dynamic movement here. So maybe in breath, rise up. Out breath, back down. One more. Believe me, I'm feeling it. Let's pause here for 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, give those hips a little love. Shake it off, meet me in mountain, one breath to reset. All right, we're off to your opposite side, which is ideally your stronger side, since your weaker side was first choice. Three hands to those front hip bones. Standing leg is a little bit bent. Start to roll that opposite knee out, and when the hips start to go with you, that's your stop point. And then you can start to slowly slide that foot up the calf, or just keep it planted. If you feel ready, bring the palms together. Great. In breath, rise up. Out breath, back down. Last one. Great, feet in the middle. Press the palms together, let the elbows spill outward, chest rising. For 3, 2, 1. All right. I don't know if you could feel it. I feel like we were there the same amount of time, but definitely on my weaker side, it was a lot harder. I don't know if you could notice that side to side. All right. We're going to find our way to a seated position on the floor. So meet me there. And you might want a blanket. Well, I don't know, everybody's in a different space. So, or a pillow under your seat. If it's hard for you to sit, if it's hard for you to sit out of this, you want a little something to give you a boost up. I'm going to stay facing this way. All right. So we're there. Feet are about hip width apart. I'm going to slide my hands underneath my thighs and sit up tall. That's the first part. Yeah, let's start to exhale. We're just sending your back, but without rounding it. So I'm just going to keep here. And then we're going to lift one foot off the ground and then back down. And then the other foot off the ground and then back down. And if you're in a chair, you could still do this motion. Relax the shoulders, so shoulders out of the ears. One more to each. All right, exhale your way back up. Give yourself a little shin hug. One breath in and out. All right, we'll come back to center. We're going to do some other versions of this. So slide the hands back. Start to sit up tall. We're going to lean it back. And I'm going to flex the feet and start to walk my feet closer to my hips. And maybe I take one foot off and just balance there. You might be able to take both feet off and balance there. You just don't want to lose this rounding, or lose the lengthening, I should say. But certainly you can keep one foot down at all times. Just maybe a longer hold. If this is bothering your back, just come out of it a bit more, so don't go so far back. I'm gonna hold up here. You don't have to be here with me. For 3, 2, 1. Feet back down, round it out. Give yourself a hug. Full breath in and out. All right, from here we're gonna go into Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet coming together, knees out. You can use your blocks and pillows for extra support. All right, we're sitting up tall. And if you feel like it would be good to hinge forward for those with maybe osteoporosis, or maybe it feels good to just round your low back if, you know, back bending is more sensitive. Wherever you are, take your gaze downward. Full breath in and out. Exhale, bring those legs back up. I'm gonna, actually the right one's gonna stay there. The left one's gonna reach out to the left. So I've got roughly, I didn't get there today, but the sole of my right foot towards the inner left thigh. Sitting up tall. I'm gonna drop down with my left arm towards my left thigh. If that feels really far, just plop a pillow there or block. That works well too. All right, right hand to the lower left rib cage and start to open up the spine, rib cage towards the right. Extend that arm out. Maybe reach it up. Okay, so you could stop here. Actually, let's stop here today. I was thinking we could go up and over, but this kind of feels nice. You can press down with your left leg towards the floor and up through that right arm. Keep the left foot facing to the sky, so if it wants to turn inward, rotate it out. One more breath. All right, and then slowly rise back up. You're going to help that left leg in and send the right leg out. Same thing, other side. Sole of the left foot somewhere close to the inner right thigh. Sitting up tall. Hinge off to the right. The left hand to the lower right rib cage. Start to sweep the rib cage open towards the left. And then we'll send that left arm towards the sky. Actually pressing down with my right forearm onto my right thigh. Right leg down into the ground, toes lifting. Please breathe consciously. One more full breath. When you're ready, exhale, we'll be back up in the center. Help that leg back in, and we'll head off onto your back now. So maybe nothing really heavy under your head, or at least not pinching at your low neck for the moment. Okay. Feels good to be here. All right. Before I fall into my own Shavasana, we'll get going here. So feet about hip width apart. We're going to be going into a bridge, okay? Feet about hip width. Palms facing the floor. When you're ready, we're going to exhale to rise up. And I want you just to rock side to side a little bit, so one foot to the other. But don't let your belly sink to one side or the other. You're just shifting almost like you're carrying 2 glasses of water on your hips, and you just got to keep them balanced. Maybe in the middle, holding for 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Bring those knees to the chest for a breath, kind of reverse child's pose. All right, we're back to ground with those feet about hip width apart, preparing for a different bridge. So when you're ready, we'll bridge up, lifting your hips. And then I'm going to have you alternate. So I'm going to lift the heel of one foot and then back to the ground, and then lift the heel of the other foot. So my toe stays grounded, like you're prancing. How relaxed can you keep your shoulders as you're going through this? And you're balancing those water cups on your hip bones. Maybe one more to each. All right, lower all the way down. We'll bring those knees towards the chest. Hug it in for a breath. All right, put those feet down, cross. Now we're going to come into our thread the needle, which is a different variation. So right foot or ankle over left thigh. Grasp around your left thigh and start to bring it towards you and reach that left leg towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed. Tailbone is grounded or attempting to be grounded versus me lifting all the way up. Lift it back down. Nice isometric work for those quads on your left side and your front shin muscles. One more breath before we lower. And let that left knee bend and just rest here for 2 or 3 breaths. I like to grab onto my right leg with my hands, but that's just me. You could try that. Meaning my right hand is on my right knee, my left hand is on my right foot. Last breath here. Set that left foot down and cross that right leg all the way over. So you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. You're going to let your knees drop off to the left. If twisting is not in your forte, then use a block or a pillow to catch your legs. Right arm is going to reach out to the side in a half T. Left hand is to the lower right belly. We'll bring that right arm in, exhale the knees back up to center, uncross, recross, left ankle over right thigh, rest behind the right thigh and start to bring it towards you, reaching your right leg towards the sky. Relax the shoulders and send your tailbone a little closer towards the ground. One more breath. And let the right knee bend. You can keep holding onto the back of the right thigh, or you can take your right hand to your left foot and your left hand to your left knee. What's happening at your jaw and shoulders? more breath. We'll lower the right foot to the floor, send the left leg all the way over. Going into that rotation to the right this time, use a block to catch you if you'd like. And then the left arm is out to that half T. Right hand is to the lower left belly this time. You get that feedback of breathing into that right hand. One more breath. When you're ready, we'll breathe out to come back up to center. Perfect. Let's send the feet out to windshield wiper position, so a little wider on your mat. As your knees drop off to the right, your left arm is going to reach up behind you. And then we come back through center, legs go out to the left, right arm reaches up behind you. One more to each, perhaps, before we play time. If there's anything else you want to do, we did not do legs up on the block and supported shoulder stand. So if you want that as your kind of finishing pose, you can do that. If you like that legs lifted but you don't want to be on the block, this works fine too. You can do a butterfly on your back. Happy human. So just have some free playtime. What is your body calling for that we just didn't get to? Shavasana is calling your name. And answer. As always, we're just there for a few minutes in this online version. Come to find our mudra, the mantra. We'll see. All right. If you're already in your space or you're making your way there, can you begin to let go of those thinking muscles? Don't rush. Take your time. Get comfy. Smoothing out the skin of the forehead, space between the eyebrows follows, out to the temples. Eyes become heavy, head becomes heavy. Join to the jaw, space between the teeth. Shoulder blades settle to the surface behind you, being supported completely. Thoughts are just reminders now to come back to wherever you feel the breath moving in and moving out. You know where to be, and that thing to do these next few moments are yours. Next breath, becoming a bit more conscious of filling the belly, the middle, the heart space, a full steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Beginning any of your mindful movements if you haven't already. Fingers, toes, wrists and ankles, heads and hips. And like a cat stretch or a dog stretch before bringing the knees to the chest. Taking your time. Making your way onto your side if you're not there already, and just wherever you are, you might be in your transition. Just can you pause to recall that intention for your day? How is it that you are going to show up today? Remain in a comfortable seated whenever you're ready, no rush. So mudra of the week is a Padma mudra, which is the Lotus mudra. So sides of the pinky side of the hand, sides of the thumb side of the hand are all connected, and the fingers are up-reaching. I oftentimes bring my thumbs to my heart or chest space. You don't have to, but you could just have a little bit of extra connection there. That's not part of the mudra. You could actually have it away from you. I'll let you choose. Where does it feel best? Let the shoulders drop from the ears. Eyes are open or closed, your choice. As we're breathing in, we're going to breathe in qualities from the heart space, which is where this is uplifting from. Breathing all of that in as though you could engulf it and just cover your insides with gratitude and compassion and communion. Each breath in, taking all of that goodness in. 2 more breaths. Closing down the palms, maybe thumbs together, holding on to the gratitude, compassion, and communion so that you can spill it out towards others even when they're pushing your buttons. Let's pause here for gratitude, either palms together, one hand over the other, your choice. What can you be grateful for today? Let's send this gratitude off, spreading it out beyond as well. Thank you. Palms meeting together, exhale, holding on to that gratitude real close, at least for the rest of the day. Well, nice to see you, Lydia. If you want to join in, please. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath into Om. Breathe in. Breathe out, lips apart. Namaste. All right. Thank you all so much. Blow it away. Great. I'll come a little closer if you want to say goodbye, or you can just part ways without. Bye.